Yeah, I don't have We're definitely not going to do rolling dice, okay? But I'll just do that for now. It says roll a dice. All right. Well, if we have a die, basically the outcome, assuming the normal dice, is 1 through 6, right? Those are the potential outcomes. Having said that, we're definitely not doing a dice roll. All right. So, but nonetheless, we have the cumulative probability. All right. What is the chance of rolling any number on a particular die?
1/6.
1 out of 6, right? So 0.1667, whatever it is, right? So remember, basically here we're saying, so from 0 to 0.16, and then from 0.16 to 0.3, I'm just rounding, right? Those are the buckets. But the way Excel works is I start at 0 and go up until I hit the next bucket, which is basically 1 6, right? And the next bucket is this, I don't know what this is, 2 6, 3 6, 4 6, 5 6. Because this top bucket is actually 0.823 to 1. But remember, I'm only listing the bottom of the bucket. Then I come over here and I'm going to do trial. I got trial number 1. Here's my random number. And remember, the formula for this is just rand. So remember, the idea is, okay, here I rolled a 7. Well, where does that fit? It fits in this bucket, so I want it to say that I pretend like I've rolled a 1. So I simply, for the outcome, or the simulated outcome, use a VLOOKUP. And I'm going to look up this value from this table. And remember, I have to hit the F4 key, or I go on and manually type in the dollar sign to absolute reference so that it stays on the table. And the next argument is what column. Well, I don't want it to tell me this, I want it to tell me this, so this is column 2. And then I want the closest match, which, if you notice, it comes up true as approximate match versus exact match. And we've got it. So notice here it rolled a 40. Well, that is a 3, because the 3 range is 0.33 to 0.5. This is 0.5 to 0.6. Oops. Right? These are the ranges. So here's the 70. Where does 70 fall? It falls in this range, which means it's a 5. There's the 5. So where I go, I'm rolling, rolling, rolling. Now in this case, it's saying, what's the probability of rolling 3 dice 511 times and they add up to 3, or add up to 7? Well, this is dice number 1, so what am I going to do? I'm going to just copy this scheme over, right? I'm just copy pasting now. And basically now we could call this, where's the little thing at? Die 1. Right? So there's the 3 dice. It's important to know that whenever I'm doing a simulation where there's multiple events, I need a separate random number for each event. The most common issue I see on the exam is people have these lookup formulas, but they only have 1 random number. In other words, what I'm saying is the random numbers are all the same. Well, that means I'm rolling triples every time. Not a realistic situation, right? I need a separate random number for each chance event. So you can see in this particular case now, this is our dice, I'm rolling different things. So the question is, do these add up to 7 or not? And so here we just have our if statement equals if this plus this equals 7, then true if not false. And it doesn't matter what we're simulating. If we're simulating how much inventory is going to get shipped, what amount of sales we're going to have per hour, whatever I'm simulating, if I want to determine if it takes place or not, I just use that if statement. So in this case, they do add up to 7, right? 6, 7. So the 3 do add to 7, true, it gives a 1. Okay, now what do they add? They add up to 8, that's not 7, so I get a 0. Well, that's trial 1. What if I want to do 2 trials? Or 5 trials? Well, actually, I want to do 511, so I'm going to just swing on down to 511 here. So there's 511 products. Notice that I'm doing them all at once. Well, to determine how many times these three numbers added to 7, I need to only add up the H column, right? So sum H colon H. So this is how many times it's handled. Notice it's varying. So based on this current simulation right now, I had 30 occurrences out of how many?
I don't know that.
511. So my calculated probability is 30 divided by 511. So the percentage in question is 6.07. And 6.74, you know.
What key are you hitting?
F9.
Okay.
Recalculate. And that's basically what the answer I'm looking for on the test is. It'll be right here. That's calculated percentage. All right. One thing to know. In the simulation, this is different every time. People are like, how do you grade? There is a known range of potential answers that are statistically likely to occur. So if you're in the range, everything.
Page number 2.
Yeah, correct. Correct. But if you're saying you're in the range.
Page number 2.
Number 2.